want to start with a mission statement and just about, figuring it out and doing it, putting our mind to the task and doing it. There's, even if you saw this rig I'm using, let me see if I could show this to you. This rig that I'm using right now, just to keep the microphone afloat. I probably could use a condenser. That might be easier, just to try to pick up audio better instead of the dynamic, unless I had one of those like long range dynamics. So, okay. Yeah, this is kind of what is our purpose here? What are we doing? And let me just put a timer on this. I gave a speech one time for like a college graduation event. And I remember my friend pulled me aside and he said, "Lewis, you have the ability to amaze people. I mean, you really do." And that stuck with me, Mr. Silverstones, Josh. Thank you. That stuck with me. And I always think about that. And I, just watching a lot of YouTube, and I saw in particular one guy that I thought was really inspiring is that man, Harry Mack. And Harry Mack is just standing there on the street and barking at people, and they throw out words and he raps to them. And I thought, man, that's so cool. Hanging out with my friends, in particular Charlie and Big Chuck. Big Chuck and I are sitting in the car, and it's just a pastime. I mean, anytime we're in that car, we just start rapping. And it's such a cool feeling. Like, no matter how bad you are, and I've got my mom to do it. My mom does it now. That's always fun. We're sitting there like in the car, and if my dad's getting mad at something, or, if he's just chilling and we're chilling like villains, then I get my mom and she talks about the beans that she's spilling, and thinking about it makes me smile. It makes me happy. And I know it is a similar feeling. I mean, watch these Harry Mack videos. I think he calls them gorilla bars. Watch his gorilla bars, and he goes out on the street and he's just lighting people up, man. And there's always that moment where, you tell someone, "I'm going to rap for you." And when you hear rap, we just consider all of these negative connotations of what rap is. You just kind of assume it's going to be like a low quality. It's like somebody saying, "I'm going to cook for you a burger," and you're thinking McDonald's. And to see Harry Mack, there's this moment every time he raps for people when the switch flips and they realize this guy is the real deal, and they go from questioning, they go from skeptical, they go from cynical, and they just become amazed. Like David Blaine performing street art. The freestyle, which it is freestyle, but what is freestyle? I mean, Google freestyle. It doesn't make sense. Let's switch to this camera. The definition of freestyle has no connotation. It used to just mean an improvised rap. Now it means anything. It's almost taken on like free verse. You can just take a poem, a 16-bar verse you've written, and you can rap that on any beat, and now that's called freestyle. So you see somebody go on to like Funk Flex, and they talk about, "I'm going to hit this freestyle," and everything's written. It's not a bad thing. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. So the word freestyle has just become an umbrella when it didn't used to be an umbrella. Freestyle used to mean an improvised rap. So when there's confusion, I think the proper thing to do is specify, which is what we're doing, specifying. I want to be great. I want to be the hip-hop avatar. I have a skill scale built based on Malcolm Gladwell's 10,000-hour theory. And this is a 3-parameter leveling system made by people much smarter than me. And it puts all of your time, your investments onto a curve. So I believe it's every hour gives you 100 XP. And we start at level 5 because we're all starter Pokemon. and you just keep investing your time and you keep leveling up in the skill. So it's a way to turn your life into a video game, and you are measuring your skill set over time. You're seeing, oh, I got from level like 36 to level 37 in rap today, which is awesome. It's a killer feeling. It's a beautiful feeling. And it gives me a way to quantify my time, how I'm spending my time. And again, I was spending so much time practicing rap because I said I got to get to Harry Mack's level. Then I can hire a videographer, walk on the street, record and rap with people. Then I'll, put it on YouTube, get big, rich, and famous, and all this silly stuff. And when I realized, like, I'm putting in the time, why not just put it in together? Why not create like a community around this? You're commenting words, I'm rapping the words. I say something really stupid, we both laugh at it. That's the community I'm looking for. And really the long-term vision in mind here. I mean, think 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. Think 2 years. I'm 25 now. In 2 years, I'll be 27. And to be able to say I've been doing this 6 days a week for 2 years, I mean, I just imagine that skill set. That skill set would be raw, dirty, and disgusting. And it would just be effortless, like you're gracing the ground as you walk. You're floating. That's what I want to get to. I want to get my skill set to that point where I am floating. So, that's the power of practice. And at the core of everything I am, everything I do, I want to prove to people the power of practice because they don't believe it. They genuinely don't believe it. They don't believe that if you put in the time to something and you keep doing it, you get better. Now, you're not going to always get better. You're going to hit a plateau because eventually we just do shit the same way. And that's what we're trying to stop. We're trying to figure out ways to improve our methods. Like, what's that movie with Bill Murray? Groundhog Day. Hasn't aged well. That's another subject. But, just like that movie, right? He has to keep trying different things to get out of this loop. And that is the power of practice. That is improving your skill set. You can't just keep doing it the same way. You have to find a different angle. And when it's not working, change your approach. So that's what we're doing here. Let's take a look at what we got today.